Alright, so with the Flash movie coming out, we all know that James Gunn confirmed how that movie will serve as a reset for the DCU in the live action, kind of like in the comics with the Flashpoint storyline, yada yada yada, we all know this. And the reason why this is so significant as it, kind of smoothly transitions into James Gunn's vision for the DC universe, another thing that's been kind of really highlighted upon is the fact of Ezra Miller's presence in the film. Now, obviously, it makes sense that they didn't recast Ezra Miller in the Flash movie, considering, when he went on his GTA Online villain crime spree. The film was already shot, so it wouldn't make sense to add even more money to like do a deep fake or like recast another actor, or to just, wow, some people have pitched just cancel the movie altogether like they did with Batgirl. But the difference between that and Batgirl is that the Batgirl film really only works after the events of the Flash movie, and due to the fact that it just doesn't coincide with what James Gunn and company wanted to do with the DC universe afterward, considering the fact that Michael Keaton was the main Batman in that universe alongside J.K. Simmons' Jim Gordon, so it just wouldn't make sense. Not to mention the fact that the Batgirl movie had a significantly lower budget, and some test screenings have said that it just wasn't really all that good in comparison to the Flash, where it's been getting a lot of praise of like from test screenings and other like random celebrities, like why is Jaden Smith and Tom Cruise watching the Flash, and the fact that it serves as the perfect reset and transition into a new universe. And with the controversy with Ezra Miller in his portrayal of like Barry Allen and whatnot, and a lot of people want him recast, and rightfully so. As I've stated in previous videos like a while ago, I never really liked his rendition of Barry Allen anyway. I just didn't think it really fit the character, so it would make sense to recast. But I think another option that they could do, if they don't want to recast right away, or if they think it might be too soon to have a really big focus on Barry Allen in James Gunn's DCU, I think a really good option would be to focus on the character of Wally West as the Flash. The reason why I think this is a really good idea is that Wally West is a Flash that a lot of comic book fans grew up with, when they were children, especially the fact that after Crisis on Infinite Earths in DC Comics, after Barry Allen's supposed death, Wally West transitioned from Kid Flash into the main Flash for many years. It was like many decades until Barry Allen came back around like the mid-ish 2000s with Flash Rebirth by Jeff Johns, and also due to the fact that he was the Flash in the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited cartoon in the DCEU. So you already have that connection with a lot of long-time comic book fans, as a lot of them do prefer Wally over Barry due to you see Wally West's growth as a character, from Kid Flash to Flash, and he's also one of the few legacy characters in comics that you actually get to see growth with, and he doesn't stay stagnant for a while. As I've covered in my Nightwing video, I think a lot of problems with like mainstream comic book characters is that the editorial staff at like DC or Marvel doesn't allow them to grow. So you see Spider-Man around the same age of like a high school student, like in early 20s for like many years, even though at this point he should be like a full-fledged adult. And they always tamper with like the relationship with MJ and Peter, or with Bruce Wayne, you don't really see him, I guess, be quote-unquote happy with like another significant other. But with Wally West, like as of right now, bro is married and he has 2 kids. As a matter of fact, I think he's about to have like a 3rd child right now. And when going back what I said earlier, he also fits in with like the legacy characters of DC, so like the Titan characters, like Donna Troy or Dick Grayson as a Nightwing. And I think also him and Nightwing being in the DC universe would be a really cool addition, as I think one thing they could have over Marvel is really giving proper emphasis in character development to legacy characters. Now I know it's a little soon to like see how well Marvel is gonna put light on like the new generation of heroes. As of right now, we're like early in phase 5 and we always see characters like Cassie or Ironheart, Miss Marvel, whatnot. But I just feel like those characters, or at least specifically maybe like Ironheart or Cassie, is that they don't really have a lot of interesting merit to them to have general audiences attached to them. They're all getting like spin-off shows on Disney Plus. Your general audience doesn't really see that as much, and they all kind of have like the same personality with a lot of these like younger Avengers casts. Like they're all smart and quirky and they know everything and whatnot. But as with DC, let's say you put a larger emphasis on like the younger characters, or like the legacy characters like the Titans cast, like Nightwing, and more specifically Wally West. We just see how they take what they learn from their mentors like Batman and let's say maybe Barry Allen Flash, and then you get to see them grow to the titular heroes and potentially take over the mantle as the Flash, though the main continuity Flash. But regardless of what direction they take, I do think a recast of Barry Allen is essential no matter what. Whether you want to have Barry Allen serve as the mentor role and guide Wally West, because it'd be weird to see like Ezra Miller as like a mentor role or whatnot, because like I said earlier, I never liked his Barry Allen anyway. But I'm still excited for the Flash movie, as I've stated earlier in one of my previous videos. And it looks like a fun time. There's a lot of passion going to it from like other creatives as well, as the film serves as a great opportunity to the missed potential for the DC universe going forward for true comic book fans.